This definitely has to be the most requested screen protector that you guys have left me comments for the past couple years, and I finally have it for my best and worst screen protector video for the brand new Galaxy S24 Ultra. FLOLAB makes some really nice screen protectors. They're very easy to install, they're very clear and tough, they're antimicrobial, and they also have an anti-reflective coating. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will be doing a scratch and a drop test to see how durable these two screen protectors and camera lenses are, and by the end of this video you'll know whether or not the screen protector and camera lenses are right for you. And if you guys want to pick them up, I will be putting product links in the video description. I'm really excited to see how well the FLOLAB performs this year, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to install are the camera lens protectors, and I really like this style where it has individual protectors for each one of the lenses, because when you put it on your phone it looks as if it was meant to be there, unlike other camera protectors that use that big blocky plastic piece that just fits over the whole thing. It just doesn't look right. This style also seems to fit cases better as well. These camera lens protectors are also smudge resistant, scratch resistant, and they're also super clear. So we get one set of protectors and an installation packet. So the very first thing you want to do is to clean off your camera lenses really well with the included alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then take your protectors, kind of line them up the way that you would put them on the phone, and then just peel off the underside, just like that. And then place them over your camera lenses. Just press them into place, and then lift up on the guide. And you're all set. Look at how clean that looks. You really, like I said, you can't even tell that there are camera lens protectors on your phone, and it doesn't really add any extra height to your phone either. That looks so clean. And let's take a look at our camera. I'll show you how clear the camera lenses are. So as you can see, the lens is just as clear as when you weren't using a protector. You can zoom in, still no issues. Everything looks nice and clean. So you shouldn't have any problems taking videos or photos with the camera lens protectors on your phone. And then if you happen to touch them with your fingers, you can see that they really don't leave any smudges, which is definitely good because the last thing you want to do before you take a picture is have to clean off your lenses. So now let's install our tempered glass screen protector. So we get two tempered glass screen protectors and a guide, our installation packet, and a squeegee. So once again, the first thing you're going to want to do is to thoroughly clean off your screen with one of the alcohol wipes and then dry it off. And they make it super easy to install. All you need to do is take one of your screen protectors inside of the guide, making sure that the top signifier is going towards the camera on your phone, and just place this over the top of your phone and press it into place. Then hold onto your guide gently, and we're going to pull out the tab. And then just run your finger down the middle of the screen. Wait 20 seconds. Then we're going to remove the guide from our phone. Just lift up on the guide. And then peel off the top protector. And if you happen to have some bubbles like I do, you can use a squeegee to simply get those out. So just take your squeegee and then just push out the bubbles to the side. They come out very easily. And there we go. Beautiful installation. No bubbles, no lifting, and it is a full coverage screen protector, so it does cover your front camera, and it looks like there is a very slight gap all the way around the phone, so it covers as much of the screen as possible, but still should be case friendly, which we will be testing out. As far as the touch, feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The edges are also rounded off, so it's nice and smooth. As far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some fingerprints, but you can very easily just wipe those away. So now let's test out our fingerprint. Fingerprint seems to be working just fine. And if you're having issues with your fingerprints, all you need to do is re-register your fingerprints, maybe turn up the sensitivity for your display. And if your fingers are dry like mine, you might want to moisturize them, and then they should work perfectly with the in-display fingerprint sensor. As you can see, the screen is crystal clear, and it's also got anti-reflective technology. So when you're looking at your screen, you're not really seeing any reflections. Touch is working perfectly fine. You can access the top, you can access the bottom very easily, and those sides. So now let's see what the screen looks like as if you're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect, and depending on how you twist and turn the phone, it may change. But if you look at the screen dead on, it's only going to turn like a different tint, but you can still very easily see what's on the screen. Now, FLOLAB has also told me that because this year the tempered glass screen protectors are a lot thinner, so they work with the in-display fingerprint sensor, they weren't able to perfect the anti-rainbow effect in their screen protectors yet, but they are working on it. And let's test out our S Pen. S Pen is working perfectly fine on the screen protector. There is a bit of resistance, but the S Pen is working perfectly fine. No issues. So now let's put the phone inside of our case. And if you're wondering, this is the Mouse Limitless 5.0 case. The screen protector does have a slight gap all the way around the screen, so it should be compatible with most cases, and it covers as much as it can without actually touching the case, which is definitely a good thing because that's less of an area for dust and dirt to collect on your screen. So it seems to fit perfectly. And then for those rear camera protectors, as you can see, it still looks like the phone is stock, and it should be there, and it fits perfectly inside this case. So I'm really loving everything about this screen protector so far. So now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So let's start off at 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. Go. So this screen protector lasted up until a 3-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off with a number 5. We'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. And if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are ever so slight at the number 6 and a little deeper at the number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be a little better than regular tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. It also seems to work well with the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S Pen. They've also made it as close as possible that they can get it to make it case compatible, which I love. It lasted up until a 3-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be a little better than regular tempered glass. Now let's move on to the scratch test for the camera lens protectors. So again, we're going to start off with a number 5, then move on to a number 6, and then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are a couple little scratches at the number 6, and for the number 7, it's a little deeper. So scratch resistance seems to be a little bit better than regular tempered glass for the camera protectors as well. So I absolutely love the fact that the FLOLAB camera lens protectors are individually placed on the phone because it looks like they're supposed to be there. And their screen protectors are super easy to install. They look really great on the phone, and it's probably one of the closest screen protectors that I've seen to covering as much of the screen as possible without actually touching the case. And again, if you guys want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting a product link in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.